This might just be the most cutting-edge unlockable in a game from the turn of the century, and it's been hiding in plain sight for decades. This is Pokemon Crystal, and we've sung its praises before. This is the entry that arguably injected Pokemon with that shot of adrenaline, jumpstarting it into becoming so much more than a brief 90s fad. And this era went so far above and beyond when it came to introducing new features that became staples of the series, like what we took a look at last time, egg farming and backwards compatibility. But today, we're here to take a look at Ilex Forest. Now, most people probably remember passing through this place in the early half of the story between Azalea Town and Goldenrod City, with the most iconic things about it being a side quest where you chase a bratty Farfetch through the woods, and maybe learning Headbutt. But one often overlooked piece that I think really stands out from the rest of the forest is the old wooden shrine right at the entrance, which has dialogue seeming to hint at a far greater presence lurking in these woods. Well, as it turns out, we were right to trust our guts, as Ilex Forest is actually the site of the series' first ever DLC expansion. See, originally in Japanese markets, this was one of the games they wanted to use to push an add-on called the Mobile System GB, a special adapter for your Game Boy Color that would connect it to a phone service, which then let you order and receive special content for certain Game Boy Color games. And Pokemon Crystal had two notable ones, the first being a special egg in the Goldenrod Daycare, and the second being a special item called the GS Ball, which seems at first to just be another Pokeball variant, but according to locals in Azalea Town, seems to be responsible for a bunch of supernatural anomalies in Ilex Forest, which never released overseas. So unfortunately, as a consequence, that event was kinda left hanging with no way to distribute it in the West. That is until, fast forward to the mid-2010s, as a festivity for the series' 25th anniversary, Generations 1 and 2 received their only official re-releases in a modern capacity to this day. Now what's particularly special about these releases is that they were actually modified to have certain events activated right out of the box, and in Pokemon Crystal's case, that includes the GS Ball, which you could take to that shrine at the entrance of the woods as a special offering to the time-traveling forest spirit, Celebi. Unfortunately, with the 3DS getting fully discontinued not too long ago, all trainers around the world can do now is hope for a Switch port and hope that they remember